Okay, hi everyone, thanks for coming along tonight. So we can get ready for tomorrow. So it's important to do a rehearsal so that you all feel comfortable and confident with what you need to do. So we're going to go through the steps of what's going to happen and where you need to stand, where you walk, etc. and what you actually have to say. So there's no surprises for tomorrow. You don't need to memorise anything, this is just a practice run and I'll guide you through all of it again tomorrow as well. Now before we begin, I will actually make a brief announcement to everybody, asking guests to put away their phones and cameras so everyone's fully present for the actual ceremony. So to begin with, Robbie and Joe have chosen to walk down the aisle together tomorrow. They've chosen the song Perfect by Ed Sheeran to be played while they walk down. Now there's a particular way in which the wedding party will proceed down the aisle, and we're going to get you to take your places now. So Scarlett and Charles, if you could just come over here for me please. That's it, quickly. And so you'll be walking first down the aisle, and you need to walk much slower than normal, slower so that it feels quite unnatural, and go to the front. And then Joe and Robbie will follow after you and walk down the aisle. Okay, and then we're going to find places over the front here. So you want to be facing towards the guests as well, you guys. Not having your backs to them because people want to see your expressions. Okay. And you also want to make sure that you've got a bit of space between yourselves so the photographer gets really good shots of you as well. So we'll have a practice run now, and it's okay if we don't get it perfect first off the bat. We can practice again, and we'll see how you go. Okay? Okay, thanks.
You do. I'm Robbie.
Okay, so now also the giving away section of the ceremony, Robbie and Joe have chosen not to do that. Instead, they're going to do something a little bit different. They're going to ask everyone of the guests here for their support and approval of their marriage by yelling out a big yes. So like on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, so we'll be doing that as well. So now to begin with, we're going to do a welcoming. So I need you to just stay in these positions at the front at this point, and you can just listen, relax, enjoy the moment while I do the welcoming. Following that, I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction. So this just gives a bit of a background story on the two of you, as we've discussed and organised before, about how you met and how you fell in love, all of that. Yes, and then we'll go towards your story once again, and then there's a reading that's going to be done by Meg. Thank you, Meg. Just remember, Meg, when you are invited to come up, you'll be standing over here, and basically just talk right into the microphone, keep it up nice and close, and speak clearly and slowly, and just make sure that you slow it down if you can so that you're breathing properly while you're doing the actual reading. And you need to also say the name of the poem and who wrote it before you actually do go on with the reading. So after that we get down to the nitty-gritty stuff, guys. We're going to do the legal things, and I will basically explain my legal stance on everything, being the duly authorised marriage settlement. And then we're going to do the asking. This is where you get to do the I do section. Okay? So I will ask you to repeat after me the words, and we'll go through it nice and slowly together. And then on the day I will do it nice and slowly as well. So there will be no surprises once again. Okay? Then we do the legal vows. This is the bits where you have to repeat after me. So we can break it down to whatever you feel comfortable with, but we'll also do that nice and slowly as well. Okay? And if you become a little bit emotional, as we know you do, okay, that's okay. That's okay. We'll just pause and then we'll get back to it again. Okay? And we won't go through that too much during the rehearsal. We'll save that one for tomorrow. Then of course you can do your own personal vows, which we also won't do right now during the rehearsal. And so then you can express yourselves in your own special way. After that is the ring exchange. And this is where you come into action, Charles. I'll ask you to come forward, and who has the honour of presenting the rings. And so you can step forward and hand over the rings. And then do the exchanging as it is, and the repeating after me, etc. Make sure you get the ring on the correct finger. If you're going to have a problem with that, we'll just mark an X on the spot, so you can't miss it. And of course, I get to pronounce you as partners in marriage, and then you get to have the lovely kiss.
Beautiful. First day,
Alright.
Confirmations later.
Well, then go over here. We're going to be signing the register. So, if Robbie and Joe, if you just come over and you're all seated. So, if you both take a seat.
Please.
Oh,
Please.
Right. This is one.
And then if Charles and Scarlett, if you could just come and stand behind Robbie and Joe as the witnesses. Okay? Just going to turn the camera around a second. There we go. So then we'll go through the signing. Obviously the three documents as you see them now, we'll get them signed, and I'll just basically place a pen in the hand of the person that's going to be signing next. So if you can sign each three signatures here, and yes, and then I'll show you the form closer up front so where the witnesses know where they have to sign, which is underneath. One witness here, one witness there. So guys, you're signing there and there, and witnesses there and there, okay, on your certificate of marriage. And then the official certificates, you can see where you need to sign here and here, and here and here. And you can swap them over, okay?
Yep, cool.
So, but I'll just have the one pen so we're not signing and getting carried away. So I can keep a tab on where you're signing and what you're signing. Once we've done that, it's a pretty bland part of it, and we've got some music playing in the background while that's going on. Just a bit of Stevie Wonder in the background. And then we'll have a conclusion. So I'll ask you to come back and stand where you were standing before. Yeah, okay. You guys can probably be standing closer together at this stage as you are now. So I want to pop over here. And so then I will basically explain to all your guests what's happening afterwards, a big party that we're going to have afterwards, and where it is and what's going on. And then I'll do a bit of summing up and pretty much a blessing that goes along with that. And then I'll do the congratulations and presentation to your family and friends. Okay?
Beautiful.
And then when you do actually finish, when we finish up here, you guys can just start moving forward and greeting your family and friends. And then Scarlett and Charles, if you just follow behind them, okay? And walking down the aisle again. Okay? Excellent.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. Have a dart.